Okay. Get my Chazair.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
All right. Two. Let's start here with this.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Naeem Hines. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Hines. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They run with Hines. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Here's Hines, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Hines. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. Fighting his way through contact. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream up right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And some space here. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 101 yards. And the Colts are in for 6.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Darnold now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. They shakes him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin the drive with Hines. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right there. All day, baby.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Love. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And that'll lead to a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They begin with a run by Crowell. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. First down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Hot!
On 2nd down, Darnold. And this ball will be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Be right.
After the interception, it's Long. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through and they end up tackling him for a loss.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And they'll run it here. And he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Al Woods breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue line it! Detroit! 56!
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On first and 10, Darnold going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Darnold from the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Hurry up, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again is Darnold. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Get it?
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Now a play fake here on first down.
Thank you, sir.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to throw, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. He's got Curse. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Late.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Here's a give to Crowell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now Darnold. Anunu's got it. Complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Let's go.
It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st down, it's Darnold.
Very good.
Here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally stop him. A great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
Now a hit and Lock lost the football. It's out.
We couldn't pick that up.
This when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Oh, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Damn, fucking fullback didn't block it.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green!
To throw is Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll be whipped up around the waist and pushed down. Al Woods with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Oh.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. A screen complete to Crowell.
Oh my
Crowell
gosh.
lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Down there running on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here we go now.
This is Crowell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, hurry up. Green, 39.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They run with a rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, here's Crowell, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
The pitch to Crowell. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Running left is Crowell. Breaks through the contact, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll try the air now with Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Gun. Here we go now. 3-9.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
Play action. It's Darnold. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell.
Oh my gosh. Did he get it?
Take him down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik McDowell in sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Out of the gun, Love.
Pick it up.
He couldn't hang on
Oh.
to it through the contact.
Up on his
Incomplete.
chest.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now let's go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. Hot. Hot.
Crowell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Hot.
Again, it's Crowell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Now it's Crowell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here we go now. 319. Hot.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching that, Barney. Gun.
Here's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Yeah.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They run again with Hines. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, my gosh.
Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Come on. Man, I got to make those.
Speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
Guys, that was it.
With him stride for stride.
Oh, that was it.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
Oh.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gun! All right, here we go. Detroit! Blue line!
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Woods in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, gosh, that's
4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit!
Like
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Yeesh, I don't like this either.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's got a moonwalk. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Let's go. Green.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Big plays, fellas, big plays.
One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Good. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now let's go. 3-19. Lucky 56.
Now Darnold. For right side here, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now it's Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
These breakups, man. These breakups.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Drop early. Okay.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Field goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Darnold to throw again. Now a desperation
That's touchdown.
throw deep downfield.
You gotta be kidding me! What do you want me to do?
So no 6 points.
What do you want me to do?
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath.
Oh
It felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, shit. I don't think I saw this. We going in?
And Myers
Woo!
and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn over their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now it's Luck. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jamal Adams, their number one pick a year ago, there on the coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Luck now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there.
Ooh.
A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
Ooh, I thought it was completion. I'm so mad.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Luck. And he's got Rodgers. It's a little teaching moment here.
Man.
Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
Oh. Defend. Oh, I guess that's the best one.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Luck. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Love.
Oh, I take it.
Picked off by the
Ooh, I
linebacker,
take it.
Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
Oh, I
football
fucking take
back.
it.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A handoff running left, Crowell. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run with Crowell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. Start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Good, good. Good, good. All right, here we go. Good, 90. Good, 90. Good, good. Good, good.
Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold airing one deep for Curse. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. John Simon in on the stop. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This one from 35 yards away.
Let's go, Pro!
In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not.
Let's go, Pro!
And it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on
what
the
a
Buffalo
game,
Bills.
Pro. Easy.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
This is wild. It should have been a pick. This guy's coming in. Well, why would he react first? Come on, Robbie. Show it. Curse is a baller. I got sacked a few times. Somebody was open. That away. Risky. I don't know if I can get through that one. Yeah, Lee. Bank on this one. Man, I couldn't. He was open. Ow. It sound like food, so yeah, send it. Ooh, my man. Oh, this is... Malik McDowell. Oh my gosh. Sack, I got sacked hella times though. That was a huge play. This person got broken up. You got a break on that. Shot. Ooh, look at this. 1-on-1. Bring up all kinds of shit earlier. Oh, there's a piece of bread in the fridge for you too. Huh?